Welcome to the Andy Ruther Show. Here is your host, Andy Ruther.
Welcome to the Andy Ruther Show. That is me, Andy Ruther, coming to you from Cincinnati, Ohio, on this rainy Thursday evening here. Finally got some rain, which is nice. Needed some rain. Again, like, there I go, full dad mode. Just like, needed some rain. The lawn needed it. Need some rain. They have all these apps and they have all these things that can measure your sleep, measure your heart rate, measure all these different. Can you get an app that shows how many times I'm thinking about the weather? Can we get that? Can we get something that's connected to my brain where anytime a thought goes in my head about the weather, I can check the phone, I guess, and see how many times I go to the weather app. I look at the weather. I don't know what it is. It's like something when you turn 30, even before I started having a family, which is weird because I lived in Southern California where the weather's the same. It's the same all the damn time. Nice, great, perfect. Put in a word like that. That's what it is. But here I was, I'm pulling up the weather app, checking the weather. Let's see what the weather's doing. And then you get to my stage in your 40s and you start having kids and you're like, always checking the weather. Oh, well, what do we got to wear today? What do we got to put on the girls? We put on the girls before we take them to daycare. Okay, I'm going to check the weather 36 times before we take them this morning. Anyway, guys, I just got to make a confession. I just crushed a bunch of Kit Kats and I feel disgusting. I feel disgusting. I bought this bag. I'm going to hold it up. This is supposed to be for Halloween. I went to Costco yesterday. I bought a couple bags. This is a Halloween lovers bag they have here at Costco. It's a variety pack of Kit Kats. We got the Witch's Brew, which is the crisp wafers and marshmallows flavored cream. We got the Counts, the crisp wafers and milk chocolate. We got the Ghost Toast, the crisp wafers and cinnamon toast flavored cream. And then we got your classic milk chocolate, crisp wafers and milk chocolate, which is basically the same thing as the Counts, just not Halloween themed. Anyway, like this is like, dude, I have a problem. I've talked about this is my addictive personality. This is what it is. This is why I don't drink alcohol anymore. This is why I stopped drinking alcohol. That and I almost died from a brain injury, which is also related to this addictive personality. I just couldn't help myself. I said, oh, you're going to keep this for Halloween. Get it now. Put it in your little closet. I got a little closet here down in the studio, down in the office down here in the basement. No. Let's see how many I just ate. This is my problem. I can't just have one or two pieces of candy. I couldn't just have one or two beers. It has to be 500. This is my problem. It has to just be all of them. There's 75 pieces in this Kit Kat bag. What did I literally just ate this. It's 10:30 Thursday evening. There's no reason for me to eat like this. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at my fat ass. 8. I just ate 8 little Kit Kat things. Just in a span of like 5 minutes. Not even. Right before I started the show. 8 little mini candies. There's 75 in that. I've eaten more than 10% of that bag. Because I just can't help myself. Just like, hey, I want another one. It's not doing anything. Again, this is why I don't drink alcohol anymore. I didn't know how to stop. I was like, okay, not that I was drinking every day. I'm not waking up and pouring a beer into my cereal. I'm not doing that. I'm not leaving Las Vegas, Nicolas Cage. But I was like, oh, I'm going out. Okay, we're going to drink until the bars close. And then we're going to go to the after party. And then, it's across the board. It's across the board for me, that addictive personality. It goes I'm in kind of a phase now, good workout phase, where it's like, I have to do it. Have to do it. Have to keep the percentages high. Gotta be this many workouts a month, which again, that's a good thing. It's a positive thing. But I've gone through bad stages where I'm like addicted to bad things, like Kit Kat. Like, what am I doing? Kit Kat bars? I bet you if I got stoned, I don't know how many I could eat. I just wouldn't stop. In fact, I was thinking this is probably a terrible idea, but it made me laugh. I told Brittany this the other day. I said, you know what I'm gonna try to do in October? What is it? Sober October? Is that a thing? Is that the thing? Sober October? Yeah. I said, instead of sober October, I'm just not going to eat sweets the whole month. The whole month of October. I like sweets. And in a way, I think I've realized sweets have kind of replaced alcohol for me. That's like my guilty pleasure since I stopped drinking booze 11 years ago. Sweets now. I was never a big, I like sweets, but I was never like the biggest sweet guy. I've definitely turned into more of a sweet tooth person since I stopped drinking alcohol. So I was thinking, what if in October I give up sweets? I give up all the sweets, the candy, any little cakes, any donuts, anything that's in front of me. Because there's a lot in front of me because I got Brittany, who's got a terrible sweet tooth. Hers might even be worse than mine. And now she's rubbed that off on Isla. So it's like you got a toddler at the house who's going to love sweets. So it's tough. It's around me. There's too much shit around here, to be fully honest. But I was thinking, what if I gave it up the whole month of October, all my sweets? And then on Halloween, which is October 31st, obviously, but it's on a Friday this year. That's what I was trying to say. It's on a Friday. So good night to make some bad decisions, which is what I'm getting to. So give up sweets the whole month of October, the whole month. And then we get to the last day of the month, October 31st. And I go trick-or-treating with Isla. I get baked out of my mind. She gets all this candy. And then I just eat all of it. Like, that's what I was thinking. I told Brittany, I was like, that's my idea. Just give up sweets the whole month. Right? Let's see if I can do that. I could lean into the addictive personality another way of like the streak, right? Like, that's my big thing. Is like, I want to be on a streak. I want to be on a streak of workouts, a streak of whatever it is. I'm a big streak guy. Like, I've gone through some bad stages, like on bad things with booze or girls, of like streaks, whatever I was trying to do. But like, this would be a good one, like a streak of how many days can I go without sweets? And then just wreck that on the 31st. Just like pop a bunch of edibles, go trick-or-treating with a 2-year-old. We come home, put her to bed, and just go to town on her candy. Just destroy it. I told Brittany, and she was like, that's a terrible idea. I go, well, she doesn't need all that candy because it's not about that. You know how Isla just loves things, which she does. She's like, it's not about the candy. She'll just love looking at it. She's such a chick, right? Even at that age. She's like, she'll just love looking at the candy in her little Halloween bag. That's how she was with Easter. It wasn't about the candy and all the little Easter gifts she got. It was just looking at it. And she'll want to hold it. But if she wakes up the next day and it's just all gone because dad got stoned. Although, I bought enough candy, truthfully, that we would have enough left over here anyway. This is what I'm saying. This is what I do. Addictive personality. This is. I really hope my kids don't have this. I really hope they don't. It's like that time, and I think I talked about it. It's like that time I didn't drink booze. Again, streaky, me going on streaks. I decided I wasn't going to drink booze for like 90 days or some shit. And I was going to end my boozeless streak with 3 nights in Las Vegas with my buddies for a bachelor party. How do you think that turned out? Not good. Not good at all. Lots of bad decisions were made on my part. Lots of bad decisions. That was just 3 days of just Bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. Because in my weird warped head, I was like, oh, I didn't drink alcohol for 90 days. Let's just go crazy in Las Vegas now. And that's kind of what I would be doing, but except with candy. We'll see. Probably not the best idea, but could be fun, right? I mean, it's not the worst addicted personality. I'm not like this guy I saw in the New York Post. This guy, I saw this headline a few weeks ago. This is pretty wild. Talk about a bad addicted personality. Surgeon obsessed with amputation porn has legs chopped off for a $600,000 payday, prosecutor. Let me repeat that. Surgeon obsessed with amputation porn has legs chopped off for $600,000 payday, says a prosecutor. Let's pull homeboy. Let's pull him up on the old screen here. Let's see who this guy's. Okay, let's read the story here real quick. A surgeon with a sexual obsession for cutting off parts of his body had his own legs amputated as part of an insurance scam, officials said, according to the UK. Last Thursday. Again, this is about 3 weeks old. Dr. Neil Hopper submerged his own legs for 8 hours in a combination of ice and dry ice so that they would have to be removed while falsely claiming to his insurers that he had sepsis, prosecutor Nicholas Lee said. So he submerged his legs for 8 hours in ice and dry ice so that he could get his legs amputated. What are we talking about here? What is happening? What is this? Let's do we have an image of this guy? Did I save this correctly? Where's this guy? Where did I save it? Did I save this? Sorry, hold on, guys. Anyway, let me continue as I try to find this. This would be good if I had a little help around here. The vascular surgeon had carried out hundreds of amputation operations on patients while working for the state-run National Health Service before having his own legs removed in 2019. Hopper's scam was motivated by his sexual interest in amputation and greed, says the prosecuting attorney. This is absolutely nuts, isn't it? Okay. Can we get this guy in here? This guy is a sick individual. His motivations were a combination of obsession with removing body parts of his own and a sexual interest in doing so, he told the judge. just look at this guy. Just absolutely look at this guy. Let me pull this up. This guy just out here sunbathing without his legs that he purposely had removed. Look at this guy. Look at him. He's chilling with his legs on his left. He's reading some He's reading like some tabloid, some British magazine tabloids. It's unbelievable. Look at this guy. I don't know, man. People, again, I have an addictive personality. Can you imagine having this addiction? This guy's addiction? Addicted to taking his own body parts off. That's what this guy's addicted to. Investigators into Eunuch Maker, an extreme body mutilation pornography site. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get to that. I skipped something. It seems to have been a longstanding ambition of his, the prosecutor said, adding that Harper enjoyed the media attention after his operations led to multiple TV appearances. Investigators into Eunuch Maker, an extreme body mutilation pornography website where Hopper had purchased videos, led to the once respected doctor's arrest in March of 2023. Hopper had suffered from body dysphoria since childhood, saw his feet as an unwelcome extra and a persisting, never-ending discomfort, said his defense attorney. Wait. So this guy, his defense is he saw his feet as an unwelcome extra. That extra is in like it gets you places. That unwelcome extra, like I can walk from my front door to the street extra. a persisting, never-ending discomfort. This guy is absolutely insane. But like, this is where we're at as a society. Can can you imagine? Can you imagine if you were like a war vet and you had your legs blown off because of like an IED in Iraq or Afghanistan, and you came across this guy? Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? You came across this guy who purposely had his legs removed. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's wearing a shirt. The look of this guy is literally like everything you would think of somebody who has their legs purposely amputated. He's wearing a shirt that says, "Quit pulling my legs. Seriously, it will come off." I mean, everything about this guy is just so messed up. Everything. What do we got? We got another one here. Here, look how happy he is. Look how happy he is with his fake legs. But here's the crazy part about this story. It's not just that he was obsessed with taking off his legs. He scammed the insurance is why he's being tried. His fraudulent claims from 2 insurance firms totaled more than £466,000, which is the equivalent of $625,000 in American currency. He used the money to buy an RV, home improvements, and a hot tub, along with gifts to his wife and other building works. He's got a wife? Somebody's married to this dude? She's like, "Honey, are you taking off your legs today? Are you still submerged in the water? You got to do it for 4 more hours until they can take your legs off and claim you have sepsis. Honey, I brought you some tea to help alleviate your legs being submerged in dry ice. When you're done with the dry ice, can we store some meat with it? Honey, you only have 2 more hours of submerging your legs in cold water." This guy has a wife. That's unbelievable. So again, me, I have some addictive personalities. I got Kit Kats. I got these things. Which, by the way, full disclosure, not the most impressed by some of these ones. This one, the Ghost Toast, not that good. What was the other ones? Okay, this one wasn't that good. The Witch's Brew, which is marshmallow flavored. This stuff is so bad for you, by the way. I don't even want to think. This, they talk about like make America healthy again. Like, I literally just said, forget that with this. I literally just went hard as I could on these candies. But at least I'm not amputating my legs. Like, again, can you imagine being a war vet or like a child who lost their legs because they were born in a war-torn, like Civil War country in Africa, and you got your legs blown off running over a mine or something, or a booby trap, and this guy's like, "I want to chop off my legs. I don't like them. They're discomfort. I don't like that I have to walk on my feet. They're kind of an inconvenience. Just chop them off. I got my fake legs. I'll use the money to buy an RV." It's unbelievable. Dude, we live in the weirdest time. We really do. People have lost their goddamn mind. People have lost their mind. They really have. I mean, I see it every day. I see it every day. Social media blows my mind. I'm like, dude, there's some crazy people. Or the people who just spend their whole day, right? They like spend their whole day arguing with strangers. It just blows my mind. Blows my mind. I could not think of a more wasteful use of time, especially like the political stuff. They're just like, I'm just going to yell at you. Everyone's lost their mind. They've lost their mind. And ever since Charlie Kirk was killed, it's like only worse. It's only been amplified. And everybody's taking sides and everybody's yelling at everybody. I'm just like, dude, does anybody watch their kids? Does anybody watch their kids? Can you imagine? I was thinking about this the other day. Now that I have like 2 little kids, can you imagine if if I walked in and like our baby was crying and Brittany was on her phone and I'm like, "What are you doing? Go grab the baby. Come on." And she's like, "I'm arguing with somebody. I'm arguing with somebody about some political shit." I'd be like, I can't be with you. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. It's funny though. We live in an age. It's funny. Like you see all this free speech stuff. Um, the whole thing that happened with Kimmel and it's funny. Like as a guy, kind of on the outside looking in, because again, I can't get too vested in this stuff. I'm like, well, a lot of all the sides kind of have issues with free speech. Like, and nobody wants to say that. No, but I have issues. Here's the thing about me. I am a free speech absolutist. I really am. People say that, but they're not. I have said this from day one. I am like the worst of the worst speech should be able to be said. That's like the best thing about this country. And this guy with a background in stand-up comedy and in that world, it's like you should be able to say what you want, right? You should be able to say what you want. Doesn't mean there's not repercussions, right? For jobs, for employers, those things but that is a right that you have in this country. So I find all of it interesting that you see people picking sides on this, and I'm like, okay. My take is this. The FCC should never be involved in speech, ever. Whether it was Howard Stern back in the day or Jimmy Kimmel now. It doesn't mean you have to agree with somebody. It doesn't mean you have to agree. People need to realize that. It doesn't mean it's not my side versus your side. It doesn't mean you have to agree. It doesn't mean you have to agree. Just remember that. I like Kimmel, I find insufferable. That's just my personal opinion. I find him insufferable. Like you were a late night talk show, a lot of these guys, and then you just like Trump bad, orange man. I'm just like, that's hack to me. It's played out. It's like, give me something new, give me a new angle. Like you were a late night talk show. There's a reason they're dying. Nobody cares. People want to listen to podcasts that have on different guests, a variety of points of view, long form sit down, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hour interviews. That's why podcasts are great. That's why I love podcasts, right? That's why a lot of us love podcasts, right? I could go listen to Donald Trump for 3 hours, and then I could also listen to Bernie Sanders in the same podcast for 3 hours, right? So you're getting different points of view, but you're eliminating the 5 minute, 10-minute sound bites that you would get on a show, like a talk show. You can actually hear somebody's opinion. You can say, okay, maybe I agree with some of those things. I disagree, whatever it is. So I find all these late night shows, I just don't watch them. I just don't care. I don't care for any of them. Right. Like, again, I find a lot of these people insufferable. That's just the truth. The same way I would find who would be like somebody, same way I would find like a Sean Hannity, same thing. It's like, dude, you're a hack to me. Anyway, my point is on all this, the FCC should never be involved ever about free speech. But also the government should never be involved in anything, right? Like it was just revealed this week that there was huge push from the last administration on Facebook, on Google, on YouTube to silence people during the COVID stuff, which is to me is like just as bad, right? Like it's like you're trying to eliminate free speech, which you're seeing it from all angles. But my point is, nobody wants to say that. Nobody wants to discuss that. At the end of the day, people should be able to say what they want. It doesn't mean you can't have repercussions. I think people need to realize that when it comes to free speech. Nobody wants to talk about that. I don't know why. It doesn't mean an employer can't fire you for saying something. It doesn't mean they can't. Words have meaning, and look, and then obviously there's a whole legal thing there too. And I'm not a lawyer, but as someone who firmly believes in the right to free speech, I don't want the government from any side telling me or anyone else what they can and can't say, even if I don't agree with them at all, even if I find them insufferable, right? I don't really care. Again, I just think it's funny when you go online. That was why I got into this, of like, people want to pick sides. They want to decide, oh, I'm with this team or I'm with this team. And I'm like, it's not a football game, man. Like there is nuance to all this stuff. And that's, again, a reason I love podcasts. How can you not? You can learn things. You can get to know someone's opinion. You can get to know their views, their stances, which always blows my mind. And I always say it. We live in an age where you have access to more information than ever. But people, they just want to hear a soundbite, or they just want to take what somebody says about someone and not actually do the research. It's crazy to me. Nobody wants to just sit back. They just want to argue. They just want to go online, yell at somebody. I'm like, dude, just take the time to watch a video. Watch the context of whatever somebody was saying. What's the full clip? What's the nuance behind this? Nobody wants to do any research. That's all I'm saying. Do some research, guys. ChatGPT is your friend. I use that shit all the time. I use it all the time. I was using it lately. My daughter has hand, foot, mouth. And some of you are like, what the hell is hand, foot, mouth? Yeah, I don't know either. But ChatGPT is helping me. It's like blisters that you get on like your fingers and your feet and your mouth, hence hand, foot, mouth. But it's like very, very contagious. It's a viral disease, and it just spreads like wildfire through these daycares and through these schools. And the problem is, once a kid gets it, they have to be home. So I got a call yesterday. I was at Costco's, crushing them Kit Kats, son. By the way, Costco yesterday had an amazing display, amazing sample display. I was just housing it, man. I hadn't eaten, which was like perfect. It was around noon. Rolled into Costco, and they just had it was a gourmet. It was a buffet of samples. And I was just like, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, just doing my thing. But anyway, I got a call. It's always not good. It's never good. When I see my daycare, when I see the daycare line pop up, I'm like, oh shit. What now? Because normally it's like, I got to pick up a kid. What happened? And I got the call, and they're like, well, Molly has some blisters on her fingers and whatever's going on down here by her butt, by her legs. You have an hour to pick her up. I was like, an hour? Yeah, those are the rules when they get hand, foot, mouth. I was like, I'm at Costco in Kentucky. Like, you're doing this mid Costco run? I'm in my element. I'm in my zone. I'm in my zen. I'm in my happy place. I love Costco. I just weave in and out of those aisles, man. Just like figuring out what I want to get. I had a nice little shopping day going. And then suddenly it's like, I got to leave. I'm a half hour away from home. I told the girl, I was like, okay, I'm at Costco in Northern Kentucky. It's about a 30-minute drive home. I got to drop off the groceries, drop off everything I bought, put that away. I got to put the car seats back in. Yesterday was the first day that I regretted having my small car. Truthfully, guys. We all know the jokes that I take. Just the stray bullets, not even stray, just the direct bullets, the mortar fire, the bombs that I take for driving my little Corolla hatchback. Yesterday was the first day I was like, it's kind of a pain in the ass, because I had the seats down, which means I had to take out the 2 car seats. the seats down for a full Costco run. Then I had to run home, and then I got to put the car seats back in the car to go get the girls or get my one girl. So like yesterday was the first day I was like, I hate having a small car. This is the first time I was like, I really hate it. So then I had to get Molly, and then I'm on ChatGPT, and I'm trying to figure this out. And the poor girl's in pain, and I don't know if she's not eating much. She's not taking the bottle, so I don't know if she has blisters in her mouth. It's just, and then I forgot. Apparently, Islet had the same thing, like when she was 15 months old. It's just going through daycare, and adults can get it. I hope I don't get it. Adults can get it. It just sucks. You're like, oh, it's gnarly looking too. And here's what's crazy, guys. I just took her to the doctor on Monday. I just took her, and he didn't even diagnose her with that. I just like, wow, man, come on. He's like, she's got some sort of yeast infection down there, and we got to give her an antibiotic. And she'd always bumps on her inner thigh, by her whole coochie area. I'm just like, dude, I took her Monday, man. You didn't diagnose this? It's Wednesday. I called the doctor's office. Like, well, it could have changed. No, nothing had changed. Nothing had changed on that part of her area or of her body. Nothing had changed. Dude, my level at this point with doctors is just like, I'm not saying Chat GPT is better than doctors, but in a way I'm like, is it? Is it? I don't know. Is it? Like my just level of trust is just like, I don't know, man. It's like, how do you miss this? Here's my thing with doctors. You don't have to always be right, but give me a few options. Like that wasn't an option Monday. Hey, she could have hand, foot, mouth. It was, here, I'm going to give you this prescription to put this cream, this nystatin, put it down there. She's got some sort of yeast infection going on with her little baby cooter, right? She got something going on down there. But never once was he like, it could be hand, foot, mouth. 2 days later, the daycare worker who's making $18 an hour was like, yeah, I think she got a hand, foot, mouth. I'm just saying. 2 days later, the $18 an hour daycare worker's like, yeah, I think she's got hand, foot, mouth. And sure enough, she's got hand, foot, mouth. And I'll tell you what, having girls, I'm learning, like, I just don't understand girls' bodies, especially down there. I just don't. Like, there's a lot. Like, a dude, you just got a tiny little penis, right? You're like a little boy, like a little baby boy. Like that's all you got to worry about. Like, I'm a dude. That's all I got to worry. Like, there's just so much that goes on down there. It's just, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot for me to learn. I don't know anything about a woman's body. I don't know anything about their anatomy, apparently. I'm damn near 44 years old. I don't know shit. Don't know anything. So she's got hand, foot, mouth. So that's why I'm recording so late tonight. I was going to record yesterday. Had to bring her home. Today I had to handle some work stuff. Couldn't get to it. Had her home. So I can't take her back to daycare until this is resolved. So you see the problem with daycare? Are you guys seeing this cycle, this endless cycle? Gets hand, foot, mouth at daycare. We continue to pay for her to go to daycare. She can't go to said daycare because she got hand, foot, mouth at daycare, but yet we have to keep paying if she's out a week, whatever it is, 7 days, 5 days, whatever it is. You see where I get annoyed? You see where I'm like, this is kind of a scam? Kind of a scam. This is her second week in her new room. She instantly gets hand, foot, mouth in this room. Here I am, not even 2 full weeks, a week and a half in. I got to pull her from daycare. She did a half a day yesterday. She's off today, off tomorrow. So that's 2.5 days out of 5 this week she's out. I'm still paying. We're still paying the full, whatever it is, 300 some bucks for her to go that week. We'll see Monday if she's ready. Probably not. Man, it's just like they get you. They get you. Side note, update on the deck. If you listen to last week's episode, my deck drama. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to pay the engineer $600 to get because that wasn't included in whatever I had done before. So I got to pay him $600 to resubmit the application to the city. So yeah, just bend me over there too. Just bend me over. $600 to get whatever it is, the property lines. I don't freaking. I just don't care. I just don't care. I'm just like, can I get some sleep? Can I just get a little sleep? Now you see why I can't argue with strangers. I just can't do it. I don't have the energy to argue with people on social media. I'm just like, I just want some sleep. My daughter's got weird bumps all over by her ass. I'm just trying to figure this out. How do we get rid of this? How do we get rid of this? But hey, it's not all bad, guys. It's not all bad. Isla pooped on the potty last night. She pooped on the potty today at daycare. It was a good day for her poop. It's a good day. She told everybody too. It's hilarious. She told everybody. Stopped by after daycare today, and after I picked her up, we got some food, picked up some grub for the house. To a place we won't go to again, by the way. Not too good, Anderson Tap House. You're not too good. You know, you're not too good. Just saying, you're not too good. Your wrap was sus. Your Philly cheesesteak, there wasn't enough meat. Sorry, you're not getting my business. Anyway, when I went up to the hostess stand to place an order to go, Isla just goes, I pooped on the potty today. And the girls, there was two girls there. They couldn't stop laughing. She goes, I pooped on the potty and got 2 M&Ms. I was like, damn right she did. That's my girl taking them deuces on the potty. It does make you proud. It's weird. It's the little things as a dad. It's the little things. It just makes you so proud. You're like, that's my girl. That's my girl. Dropping logs on the potty. That's my girl, man. She's a little choked up inside. That's my girl. Dropping little bombs over Baghdad in that little toilet. She wants you to see it too. It's bizarre. I'll be like, yeah, daddy, get all up in that. You see it, daddy? You see it? You see it, mommy? You see it? Like, she wants our heads like in the toilet when she uses it. She's like, you see my pee? Look at it, daddy. Get closer. You see my poo, daddy? You see, yeah, I can see it. I literally, you forced me to watch you take a shit. I can see it. You see it, daddy? I just laugh. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. You're crazy. But she's getting better. She's getting better. And I'll tell you what, like I'm joking, like that stuff doesn't get me choked up, but like some of the random stuff does. I love it. Like I am at such a better place. I've been thinking a lot about this lately. I like to talk about my 5-year plans, my 10-year plans, the growth, the regression, whatever it is. I was just thinking like 5 years ago, right at this time, my dad had just died. My mom had died 8 months earlier, and it's like, it's amazing to think in just 5 years. In just 5 years, which is such a small window. It's a blip on the radar if you really think about it. I went from just uprooting my entire life from living in California back to Cincinnati, back to my parents' house by myself, to my own house, my own children, my own family, my own woman, all those things. It makes me feel good. I mean, no joke, no lie. Like, real talk right now. Real talk. Like, it makes me feel really good. Like I had a moment. I don't know. I had a moment. We were watching football Sunday. I had 4 games on, Sunday ticket. We're in the basement. I got 4 games on, so I'm watching the game, so I'm feeling it. And just there's toys everywhere. I got the 2 girls playing, and Brittany's down there, and Isla and I are building a fort. And I was just like, this is so great, man. Like, seriously, this is so great. Like, just 5 years ago, I didn't know what anything was. I didn't know what my future was. I didn't know what my life was going to be. I was alone. I was lost. I just lost my parents. I didn't know. There was just so much uncertainty, so much sadness. And then here I am, just playing with my girls. Brittany's down there, and we're all just together as a family. And it was just real nice, and I had the game. It was part of, I know it sounds weird, but it was part of it. It was like, I was thinking in my head, I was kind of getting lost in my own moment. And I was like, you've always watched football on Sunday. You've always had the game split on. You've had Sunday ticket. I've had Sunday ticket for like 10 years now. Right. So I've always had access to all the games because I want to watch them, because obviously dirty sports, and I want to be able to know what I'm talking about, not just watch highlights or look at the box score. Anyway, but it was always by myself, and I enjoyed it. And don't get me wrong, I loved it because I love football. I love football. I'm a passionate football guy, but it was something about it. I don't know what it was. It was something about it. Was just like I was there with my family, and I can watch the games, but I can also spend time with these two girls and watch them grow and watch them learn. And it was just something real touching, It was just something really nice. Just felt really genuine. It hit home. It hit home in a really, really, really good way. And that was nice. That was a nice feeling to have. And the truth is, I feel blessed and I feel lucky and fortunate and all those things. And it's something about the girls. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. I can't describe it. And I'm sure I'd feel the same if I had boys, but it's just, I don't know. I think the girls just hit different. It is. It's just something about these little girls. And it was like making me so happy that Isla was all about watching football. Like, I've already got her hooked. Daddy, put on football. Like, I've already got her. Like, I got her. And then I went and I read tonight. I was looking what I wrote. I wrote in my journal like 5 years ago. Literally at this time. This is September 26, 2020. This is basically 5 years ago in about 45 minutes. And I look, and it's like, where was I at? Where was I at 5 years ago? I wrote, nothing in life is guaranteed. Life can be very cruel. I'm learning the hard way this year. They say to live every day like it's your last. I feel that now more than ever. If someone would have told me 1 year ago I'd be without mom and dad, I wouldn't be able to comprehend it. It's almost unfathomable. It hit me last night how my life is forever changed moving forward. The finality of mom and dad being gone is brutal and harsh. I think about dad passing at 77 and how I'll be 39. It sets in that I'd be halfway to the point of my own life if I died when my dad did, or when dad did. But anyway, I just go on and on. It's like that was in my head, right? There was no plan. I wasn't like, hey, I'm going to go out and find someone and settle down right away. Like, of course, that's circulating, or subconsciously it's percolating in my head. But the point is, like, we went from that to this. And that's uplifting, man. Right? Not trying to be corny, but I'm just going to be real with you guys. Like, that's real uplifting for me to go through that process, to go through that change. Now I just need to control the Kit Kats. Can I control the Kit Kats? Can I control, like, look at this. Can I control, like, I got to be more like Isla. The girl, you give her 2 M&Ms for taking a shit, and she's like on top of the world. I got 2 M&Ms, daddy. Look at me. They're ready to, just be the happiest kid in the world for 2 M&Ms. Meanwhile, I'm like, give me 400 Kit Kats. Give me the bag of 75. I'll eat them all right now. Oh, dude, if I didn't work out, I'd be 400 pounds, I swear. I got to get it under control, guys. I will. Oh, October. That's the plan. We're going to do it. No sweets in October. And then on October 31st, I'm going to smoke 14 bowls and then eat all of Isla's Halloween candy. and document the whole thing. I don't know. We have a hotline, don't we? We do. Let's pull that old hotline up. 859-935-0078. That's the Andy Ruther hotline. Give a ring, give a shout, give an opinion. You guys know. I talk about anything. Nothing's off limits. Let me know. Rate, review, subscribe. You know where all podcasts are. All podcasts are available. It's not hard to find. My DMs are always open. Always open at Andy Ruther. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a lovely weekend. Peace.